something that I have struggled with my entire life. And having PMDD, for those of you that don't know, it's something that we experience once a month, and it is pretty debilitating, even though we can push through and still function. Inside, for me personally, I don't even want to be here on this planet. Like, I have absolutely no will to even live. And it's sudden. Like, I can go from just la 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 going along my day, and then all of a sudden I wake up one day and I'm like, I could really care less if I'm alive. Like, the depression is so bad with the PMDD. Like, it is a dip in my absolute will to even be here living. And so it's rough for those few days, ladies. If you know, you know. It can vary anywhere from a day to 3 for me. And what's interesting is, so since January, I have observed that it hasn't been here. And it started in January. Like, I knew my time was coming up for the month. And all of a sudden, I was like, I'm kind of tired today. And it was just a noticeable tiredness and a dip in my desire to keep building alive my community, the thing that I was so excited about and I was so jazzed about for 3 months of January. And about 3 weeks into the year, and I'm just like, I'm really tired. Like, no depression, no nothing. And it happened again in February. And then it just happened again in March. And I'm like, this is fascinating. Like, how is it that it is suddenly gone? What is different? And I'll tell y'all what's different. So since January, I've kind of started a new life. And this wind is probably going to make it really loud here on camera. I started a new life, and I started a new community, and I started building out Alive. And inside of Alive, every day, every morning, I see my friends. We get up in the morning. Scott leads us in Zumba, and we have a great time. I'm starting off my day with time with friends and physical exercise. It's nothing crazy, but we're just dancing, right? So starting out my day with that 5 days a week. Also, I've been going to bed way earlier. Our bedtime on average is about 8:30 p.m. And then my husband gets me up at 4. And then we have Move Your Ass at 5. So I'm getting a good solid 7 hours of sleep. That's another thing that has changed significantly. So, and the list goes on, y'all. The time with friends, the working out, the getting the sleep, being intentional with a protein shake every single day. I have a whole checklist that I am doing now that I was never doing before January. And all of those depressive symptoms are completely gone. I'm so in tune with my body and what's going on that I noticed this month, I was like, man, that tiredness is setting in again. And I'm like, oh, that's the difference. And that's the signal now. I don't feel like I want to fucking die and go jump off a bridge somewhere or, just quit life completely, because that's how much that PMD was really beating me up before. And so the other piece is that I'm very intentional about my time I'm spending right now with my own self-care. Like, I have made that my life's focus since January 1 this year. And that's new. I'm eating better, moving my body, the thoughts, y'all. Somebody said to me today that, like, dis-ease in the body is caused by 3 things, and it's caused by toxins, trauma, and our thoughts. And I was like, I'll be damned. For the last 3 months, those 3 things have been addressed in my life. And as a result, the PMDD and the depressive, just the darkness and all of that hasn't been here. I've just been noticeably more tired. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to honor that in my body. I'm going to totally honor that and rest more. And I don't know if y'all know about the whole women's cycle with the moon and or the different luteal phases. The different phases of the month, and like how some months we are supposed to be completely resting, right? And I've never done that before. And so now I am starting to honor that. And during the bleed week, like really, really resting, because that's what we're supposed to be doing anyway. So I just wanted to share that with you because of all of these changes and shifts that have been happening in my world. That PMDD has become noticeably lessened. And I'm not taking any hormones, y'all. I'm not taking any pills. I'm not taking any supplements even. I'm taking a protein shake. That's it. I'm drinking a protein shake every day, and that's all as far as like extra supplements and things like that go. So it has everything to do with moving my body, getting enough sleep, and spending a whole hell of a lot of quality time with friends. Maybe it's I'm no scientist here, y'all, but maybe it's the oxytocin or the endorphins or just, all those really love feel goods, if that's got something to do with it too. But it's a culmination of things. And so I wanted to share that with y'all because if you suffer from PMDD and you don't know what to do to get any relief out of it, yeah, come inside of Alive, because a lot of the activities that we're doing, the moving your ass, the artsy hour, like all this accountability with self-care and time with friends, this has been part of the shift for me. So the link is in the comments there. If y'all want to check it out, you're totally welcome to. And yeah, I will see you kids tomorrow. Live a day about Alive, kind of, but I will see y'all again. All right, everybody, take care. See you later.